Welcome back to Gearwire.com. I'm Owen, and this is the Radial ProRMP Studio Reamper. It is a passive reamping device, a mono reamping device. You may know that Radial recently purchased the company Reamp, or the brand name Reamp, and Reamp technology, which they had been leasing from the company Reamp. I'm saying Reamp a lot. What is a Reamp device? A Reamper basically takes a line level signal that you've already recorded, feeds it back out into this box, and then converts it into a high Z instrument level input with the correct impedance to present an amplifier with a load that most closely resembles the load presented by an electric guitar. What's a simpler way of saying that? You can record dry guitar and then feed it back out to an amplifier and re-record it as many different times as you want to, with different amplifiers, different microphones. You could feed it through effects pedals if you want. So it's a very handy device. So in order to properly use the Reamper to reamp a pre-recorded guitar signal, the first thing you're going to need to do is get a dry direct guitar signal into your interface. And for that, you're going to want to use a direct box. For this demo, we're going to be using the Radial JDI, which is a very nice passive direct box. Radial actually recommends using an active direct box for use in capturing direct instrument signals that are later going to be reamped, but we get pretty good results anyway from this passive JDI, and this is just a great sounding passive direct box in general. So let's set up our guitar amp and interface for some direct capture. So here's our house AC-15. Look at all these wires hanging out all over the place. This is an Audio-Technica dynamic mic that we're going to use. We're going to capture audio through this mic, but we're also going to capture audio direct through this guy. Now, you don't need to also have an amp set up when you're capturing audio for reamping. You can just play direct, but you'll probably find that most guitarists will want to be tracking and playing through an amp when they're actually playing, just because it feels like they're really playing. So we're going to use this guitar back here, which is our lace sensor equipped Strat. This is coming from the guitar. We're going to plug it into the input of our JDI. Right there? Okay. Now we're going to take another 1/4-inch cable and plug it into the through. Finally, we've got an XLR that's feeding our Fireface 800, and we're just going to plug that in right there to the balanced output. Okay, and now we're ready to track.
So let's go into our Logic session here. And you can see we've got 4 guitar tracks, and I added a bass track here too that I recorded DI. And for each of these guitar tracks, we've got guitar 1 mic, guitar 1 DI, guitar 2 mic, and guitar 2 DI, and then some MIDI drums using Kitcore, Submersible Kitcore Deluxe. Now I'm running a balanced XLR out of Analog 8 into our ProRMP. So with our guitar 1 DI selected, and actually let's just solo that, we're going to move to output 7/8. Now the next thing we want to do is create a track for our reamping. So we're going to create a new track here. Okay. And let's just do this. So we're going to play back with guitar 1 DI soloed. We're going to call our channel guitar 1 reamp. Okay. We've got it armed. And now when we hit play back, you can see that we're going to get level right here. That's because we're currently reamping it through the AC-15. So let's record a track here, and we want to add a little bit of reverb, so let's play around with the reverb. Now we want to reamp our sort of lead guitar channel also. So we're going to make another Guitar Reamp channel. Call it Guitar 2 Reamp. Let's solo that. Go to Guitar 2, solo that, select the channel, send it to output 7/8, mute and arm, and we're getting signal, so let's go for a different sound now.
So guitars are not the only thing that you can reamp with a reamper device like the ProRMP. The ProRMP takes any line level signal, regardless of what its origin is, and converts it to an instrument level signal with the proper impedance for an instrument amplifier. So you can take anything you've recorded, or really any line level signal, and feed it into an amplifier. So you can take, for example, a soft synth and feed it into an amplifier. Or how about a snare drum and turn your amplifier into a dirty reverb chamber? The possibilities are practically endless. These two guys work great in conjunction with another. They're both passive. Radial makes a ton of different DI boxes. A bunch of different companies make great DI boxes. Radial also makes a number of different guitar reamping solutions, some of which are in the sort of API 500 Lunchbox series. There's also an active reamper that's a stereo reamper, so you can use that to feed a mono pre-recorded guitar signal into two different guitar amps at the same time, have even more crazy reamping fun. But that'll conclude our how-to on reamping and our sort of specific look at the Radial ProRMP passive mono studio reamper. You've been watching Gearwire.com, and I'm Owen O'Malley. Thanks.